What's up, my Sports to the Bone family? What's up? What's up? A blessed morning to you all, and welcome back to another video. Yes, man, it's a blessed, bright, and sunny Thursday morning, and I just want to wish you guys a blessed and a productive day. All right, so coming up in this video, we have a couple of things to zoom in on. We see where the head coach of Mumbai Indians, Mahela Jawardena, he spoke to the media recently, and he made reference to a conversation that he had with Kieron Pollard. So we're going to take a look at that. Plus, we're going to be zooming in on this day in 2003 when Jermaine Lawson took that hat-trick against Australia. Plus, we're going to be taking a look at Maradona. Yes, the Hands of God shirt that he wore in that World Cup against England actually sold in auction. We're going to take a look at how much it sold for and things like that. Yeah, but remember, guys, if you're new to the channel and you have not yet subscribed, remember to subscribe, man. Don't just watch and then run off. Subscribe, like, and share, and comment. See? All right, so let's get straight into it. So we'll start off with some IPL. Now, it is widely known that the former West Indies captain, Kieron Pollard, he hasn't been able to really perform to his best in this year's staging of the IPL. And according to coach Mahela Jawardena, Pollard has actually had a heart-to-heart, honest conversation with him, and he has agreed that he has not been able to really finish off for his team. He hasn't been able to do the things that he would usually do so far this season, right? But the coach was quick to point out that even though he agrees with Pollard, we need to also remember that he's not getting much support at the bottom end of the innings, and that is definitely one of the main reasons why Pollard is yet to really fire as how they would have wanted. Now, from the batters low down the order, according to the coach, they need to really chip in and make sure that when Pollard is teeing off, they are also doing their thing. They don't want him alone to try and finish up because it's a team sport. Now, according to him, this is the main reason why Pollard is yet to really finish off games for them. Because if we look at it still, in all honesty, the entire Mumbai Indian team, it's really not performing so far this season. Now, the coach is saying that Pollard would have showed some amount of glimpse of his old self, but is yet to really kick into form. He stated that Pollard has been honest about the situation, and he's definitely batting below par, and he wants to get up. Now, Mahela is quoted as saying, and I quote, Pollard has been honest as well, expressing that he hasn't been able to finish games. He went on to say, when you review properly though, these were situations where it's rough for one person to really win the game. He went on to say, and I quote, he needs a little bit of support as well, which he is not getting. So basically letting us know that here the support needs to be there. Pollard cannot single-handedly do it. Right? He went on to say, and I quote, we would have loved to see Polly play his usual role. We would love to see him in the sort of rhythm that he usually find himself in and execute for us. But we definitely need to pull together as a team, even though Pollard has the ability to win games for us at the back end. He went on to say that he looked good in the first three to four games and was hitting the ball pretty well. But he was up to now, he's just not able to really kick in and to continue. And in all honesty, when the IPL just started this season, I think Pollard would have had a couple of quick fired 20s and things like that. But it's just not working for Mumbai Indians, because if you look at the top come right down, Ishan Kishan that they spend a lot of cash on, not doing much. Rohit Sharma not doing his usual thing, and things like that. So it's just not working out for them. You understand? The coach went on to say, and I quote, the numbers and consistency are not there, but that is something that not just Pollard is struggling with. So as I said, it's an entire thing, team thing. The team in itself is just really underperforming this season. I don't know, they're probably going to have to try and see if they can have a better auction next season. You understand? Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be relying on the same persons over and over. I mean, it's just one season. These are guys that would have proven themselves. So that's why you don't just want to throw people under the bus. As much as we like to criticize Pollard here in the Caribbean, as it relates to his West Indies numbers. When you look at it where IPL is concerned, we can understand why Mumbai Indians would back somebody like a Rohit Sharma, Pollard, or, when they had Bumrah and these sort of guys, because these guys consistently deliver over and over. You understand? So having a poor season, they definitely need to back him. If we use Pooran for example, Pooran had a poor season last time around last year, and Punjab, they were backing him, and we still see where Sunriser went out and still purchased him for a high price. So somebody like a Pollard that is always performing throughout the years for his franchise team, it would really look away if they just threw him under the bus like this, having failed a couple of games. So the coach letting us know that Pollard has definitely agreed, and he has spoken up that he hasn't been able to really fulfill his role to perform as much as he would have wanted. But, you just need to continue to dig in. I mean, the IPL is pretty much finishing up now, so hopefully next year we'll get a better look from Pollard. Hopefully we'll finish on a high note, and he will continue his thing. He's no longer involved in international cricket, so whichever domestic or franchise cricket he is playing, we want to see him dominate him. We want to see him up there. He's one of us. You understand? As much as we are frustrated with how as a leader and the West Indies team, they haven't really done anything much recently. But the fact that he's one of us and he's playing franchise cricket, we really want to see him doing his thing. Right? The coach also spoke about the form of Rohit Sharma and Ishan Kishan. These are two guys at the top that has definitely not set the IPL alight. And, the team just need rewiring, if I can put it like that. You understand? The team definitely needs rewiring because it's not working out for them at all, my viewers and subscribers, So we just wish them luck as they continue on in the thing. All right, so the next thing that I want to talk about now, my viewers and subscribers, we're going to be zooming in on Jermaine Lawson. Yeah, man, Jermaine Lawson. Now, on this day in 2003, Jermaine Lawson took that famous hat-trick against Australia. And one could say that his career has not been, his career was never the same after taking that hat-trick against Australia. Now, you see, the game was actually being played at the Kensington Oval, if my memory serves me right. And he got that hat-trick. I think in the first innings, he took care of Brett Lee and Stuart McGill. Then he came back with the first ball of the second innings and dismissed Justin Langer, right? And if I can remember clearly, I wasn't even at home when I was watching this game. Just to give you guys a background of how I witnessed this. I can't recall if I was walking home from school or it was a weekend, but I remember walking with my father, and the game was on. We stopped at a shop. We stopped at a shop. We were just walking. I don't remember if my father was getting drinks or something. We stopped at the shop and the game was on. And we saw when he took the wicket. I think it was the final wicket that he took, and I think it was the third wicket. Yeah, Justin Langer's wicket that he took, and then they just showed the previous two, and that is how I actually witnessed that hat-trick, if I can remember clearly. I was pretty young at the time, and as I said, his career definitely has not been the same, or did not work out too much after that. I think they took him over into Australia, did some bowling, did some analyzing on his action, and when he came back, he wasn't the same. Was doing his thing for West Indies. Then he picked up a couple of injuries in 2004-05, I think. And then, he just started to play some local cricket. And if I'm not mistaken, to date, he's actually in the United States. And I think probably playing some of those local cricket that is being played here. You understand? So, just remembering him. 2003 and this day, Jermaine Lawson took that hat-trick, right? Now, just to finish up, guys, Diego Maradona, the legend that passed away, a while back. Now, his shirt, the shirt that he wore in the game against England, that he scored that famous or infamous goal, that they call the hands of God. I think it would have been the 1986 World Cup that he scored that goal against them. You understand? Apparently they had apparently they had an auction. Don't know if it was yesterday that they had that auction in England, and the jersey actually sold for 7.1 million, the highest price that somebody would have paid for a sports memorabilia. You understand? I think the previous highest would have been a Babe Ruth jersey. Yeah, man, I think based on what they're saying, the previous highest would have been a Babe Ruth New York Yankee jersey that was sold in 2000 and in 2019. So Maradona in his grave, but still setting records. So yeah, that is pretty much it, my viewers and subscribers. So we're going to be leaving this one right here for now. You don't know, later on we will check in back once the IPL game for today is finished. Big up on yourself. I'm out.